Hi everyone, the Torchlight event is SS5 is coming soon, and I would like to share about the new season's change in the all build, and also share some hero balancing in the new season. And overall, it's changed a lot, not just hero balancings, and also the game content, like the Alice tree. For you farming, but not going through the detail in this video. If you're quite interested about the new Alice passive tree for you farming in the new seasons, you can also comment on below. But by the way, let's go ahead for about the new changes in the new season about all the build. So first one is they try to reduce the skill growth value after the level 21, especially the support skill gem, support skill link. So overall, all the build get around 40% less damage than this league. And one of the key point here is this point is going to be ripped, because this one it provides us 4 support skill levels, and because the skill growth values getting a huge nerf, so it's going to be so bad. No one would like to use this anymore in the new season. And also the attribute adjustment, attribute also provide the additional damage, so maybe you can try to do attribute stagger next league like in the season 1. And the last thing is, this is the most important thing I think, is the defense's huge nerf. That's a huge. First, the precise and elemental resistance only provide 4 mass resistance, no matter it's 1 level or 20 levels. It's only 4 mass resistance. So if we want to get like 90% mass resistance, like in these seasons, we need to stack around 650% all effect to get the full resistance. That's quite hard, especially when you are in the low budget or mid budget versions of the build. And the second thing is, the energy fortress is not going to provide the base energy shield anymore, so energy shield build nerfed so much. Overall, I think it's about 50% less energy shield compared with these seasons. And but actually, most of the build, you can see here, I mentioned 90% of the builds going to do in energy shield stack, because when you're going to do energy shield stagger, you can turn on the aura by your lives. This help you a lot to get more damage, more defenses. But for the next seasons, it's quite hard. So that's overall the new season change about all the build. And let's go ahead about the hero balancing and also the tier list for the league starter. So German 1, I see a lot of people really are interested and really like it, but basically you will see the patch note, there are lots of the things changed in the German 1, and but overall is basically change nothing. But I'm not suggest you guys to play German 1 as the league starter again in the next league, because German one not going to be that really good in the damage, and also the map, the defenses on the build is quite bad, I can say. And I think the new season that the monster will be so strong, so not very good in damage, not good in the defenses, the mapping speed not to be really good, so I would like to put the German one in the C tier. It's friendly in the budget actually, because I think no one, there are only small part of the people who like to play this character, so still C tier, not going to B. So Gemma 2, this league and the last league, Gemma 2 is a quite insane hero character in the league start. The ground skill provide a lot of damage. It helps you to going very smooth in the T7, T8 in the early progress. But the next league, it got a huge nerf. Although we can see about the hero balancing on the German 2 seems just one sentences, but on the weapon modifies extra damage against frozen enemies modifies on the weapon reduced about 65% of the value. That's huge amount of the damage less. Overall, I guess that one 20%, 30% less damage than overall in the build in the new season. And German 3 going to be so strong. By the way, let me to put the German 2 on the tier list first. So I think German 2 will be like B tier. So why is still B tier, not C tier? Because ground skill still, the ground skill on German 2 is still powerful, although it quite hard, but got a big nerf. Still, the damage is good. Mapping is very smooth, and the defenses is quite good enough for the early progress. So I would like to put it on the B tier, and the budget on the build is not expensive. It's been very fair for this character. So B tier, really good. Let me drink some water first. Okay, so the next character is Gemma 3. Oh my god, it's got a huge buff. About overall that's about 200 to 300% more damage than previous season. So it's the overall the character buffed a lot of damage, but I'm not going to show all the detail in here, so just give you know that there's a huge buff. And also on the other hand, part of the frame nerfed quite a lot. The dot damage lasts 5 seconds, going to nerf to be 2.5 seconds, so that is a 50% nerfed. So there's a 50% additional damage less in the next league, but still it's so powerful for the German 3. So I quite suggest people to play German 3 as a least start in the new season. A tier. The budget quite low. Maybe get a little bit higher, because next league this character will be the most famous people to do in the league starts, and the defense is really good overall. And because the hero memories You can do the, I remember one heal memory modifier is physical damage taken as fire damage, or illusion damage taken as fire damage, something like that. So overall the defenses is quite good, and also the mapping is so good because it's one button build. It's also have a explode on the heal passive, and damage good because he got a lot of buff, 200 to 300% more damage in the next seasons. So A tier, but maybe S tier also. I put it on the S tier. Yep. Okay, so Weihang 1 buffed that quite a lot. You can see the new the patch note. I think all the Weihang 1 enjoyer will be so happy about that. It's going to be about 150 to 200% buffed in the build. Nothing to say. Quite good, quite decent on this one. A tier. So why this character only get A tier but not S tier? Although it's got buffed a lot, still the defenses is not good, and also the damage still not going to be really good in a T8 map for the early progress compared with Gemma 3. So I would like to put it on A tier, but the budget on the Weihang 1 is quite low, so very smooth. If you are a new player, I suggest you play Weihang 1 for the restart in the next seasons. Weihang 2 quite nerfed a lot in the early progressions. For the end game is quite good, I can say. It's maybe better than this season because armed and strength stack seems not going to be work, or maybe need some people to try it. The chest armor removed this modifier, so we need to find other way to play Weihang 2. And so I would like to put it on C, maybe C tier also. It's not that really bad because still have other way to play Weihang 2, not that very bad, and also we can get the important memories in the early progressions very easy. So C tier good enough. Overall the defenses decent, not good, not very good, but good enough. And also I think smartphone player will like really enjoy to play Weihang 2, so C tier. So Erica 1 nerfed a bit, but still okay, fast and decent damage, and no defenses. That is the act in the Erica 1 already. But the budget is not that really good. It's quite a high budget. But still I would like to put it on A tier this time. I remember last season's Erica 1 I put it on B tier. But this season's is quite good, I think, for the early progressions, because there are a lot of the character going to be lower tier at this time. So A tier. And Erica 2 huge enough, 60 to the 70% less damage than this season. I think he's about B tier. So why is still B tier even though nerfed had a lot of the damage? Because Erica 2 overall is got huge amount of damage in this league. So even it's nerfed 60%, 70% of the damage on the build, still is a good character. It's fast, okay in damage this time, and I think you can also work in a low budget, and but still the biggest problem is if you want to min-max the error code 2, you need to spend a lot of budget, a lot of currency. We are not going to talk about this because we are talking about the least start. So still I would like to put in B tier. Fast, okay in damage, but a little bit worse than the Erica 1. Yoga 1 change nothing. So overall I would like to put in C tier. So why Yoga 1 C tier? Because the damage on Yoga 1 in early progression is quite bad, and also Ice Ring in the next seasons nerfed quite a lot. It's nerfed so crazy. Yoga 1 always play Ice Ring or Ice Beam, but Ice Beam is Ice Beam or Storm Beam. I'm not remember the beam skill. But the beam skill, if you want to play it, you need to have a lot of currency. You need to stack up a lot of things. So Yoga 1 will be C tier. Not good in the damage, not good in defenses, and the mapping is good. It's good. It's good because it's very chilled, especially for the smartphone player. It's very friendly, but the damage not good. So C tier. Even I want to put in a D tier, but let's put in C tier. Okay. Okay. Come back. Yoga 2 nerfed a bit, still very good. We know that the ground skill, the whip is so strong for the lead starts, right? So Yoga 2 is very good overall, and nothing to say. A tier. Low budget, small play style, and okay in defenses, and quite good in the damage for you to push the T7 map, T8 map in early sessions. A tier. Ben buffed kind of lot in the damage, but overall key problem on Ben, not Ben, the Ben is the defenses and mapping speed. So I would like to put it on B tier only. Even though it buffed a lot the damage, still the mapping, the defenses problem not going to be solved like before I said. So the good point on BIM is high damage and also low budget. And so if you want to push the T8 map very fast, you can do the, and also you want to focus on the bossings, then would be the best choice for you. But most of the time we are doing the mapping, especially for the next league. The next league I think is mapping very the mapping will be very juicy for you to farm the currency, for you to farm the first buck of the currency. So let's see about the Ario 1. Ario 1 about C tier like a yoga, because you need to get a lot of the currency to run the build, and the damage not that good in the early progressions. The mapping quite smooth, the defense is not good, so the situations is quite similar with the Yoga 1. So I would like to put with the Yoga 1 together. Carrion 2 change nothing. Still, I would like to put it on a B tier. The damage is quite insane. It's just like a bit. So I would like to put it on B tier. Not really good in defenses, not really good in the mapping, but a little bit better than the bin, but still defense is not good, and so I would like to put with bin together. But overall the damage I think bin will be better. So yeah. Let's talk about the new character, Carlo 3. It's new character, so it must be expensive, and I'm not suggest you play in the list start, and because there are not any people for you to follow to play the build. Let me drink some water first. And also I try to I try to watch about all the detail about the Cameo 3. I think it's not that good for you to do in a low budget. At least you need to stack about 10 projectile to run the build, and you can play it very smooth. But for the early progressions, I think it's quite hard for you to stack 10 projectile on the build. So not going to suggest you to play this one in the list start. I put it on the C to B tier. B tier, yeah, okay. It's quite okay in the damage compared with other like German 1, Yoga 1, Carnival 1. So I put it on B tier. The defenses are not good, like kind of similar with Carnival 2. But the mapping is better than Burn and Carnival 2, so B tier. Okay, budget kinda high, like before I said, but still when you get 10 projectiles, that's good enough for you to run the build very smooth. Try your best if you want to play Carnival 3. So Rosa, that is also the main, I think is one of the meta character in the next season. So before Rosa you need to think about how to self block to get to run the heal passive, right? But in these seasons we don't need to do that, because the heal passive will provide the mechanic for you to self block, so you don't need to have the two-hand hammer for you to run the self block. That means the budget will be get lower, in the early progressions, and also it got a huge buff about the movement speed. The main problem on the Rosa is the movement speed is quite slow, like a turtle, so your mapping is very bad. But in the next league, the mapping gets smooth a lot. The pure passive increased the area effects, and like before I said, the movement speed it improved, get 40% more for the next league, so it's good. Even though it's like 30% less damage, still fine. We don't need that much about the damage on Rosa. The damage on the Rosa is good enough for you to clean all the content already. So I would like to put it on an A tier. So the mapping not going to smoother than Geometry, but the damage, the defenses is quite insane, and also the budget going to be more friendly in the next league. But still, the playstyle is the main problem. Also, it's not a smartphone player friendly. So if you're a smartphone player, I'm not going to suggest you play it. But if you play it in a PC, you can try it. So this one, Fear one, buffed a lot, kind of buffed a lot, but for the next league, still hard to be the T0 characters, because other characters seems going to be more stronger than Fear one. And for the early progressions, D tier, okay, D tier, because the budget is so damn high, and the defense is not enough for the tlidb mapping. And Fear 2 I think is buffed quite a lot also. And if you're going to invest a lot of currency, it should be the T0 character in the next season. But for the early progressions, it's quite hard to play. But overall, it's better than Fear 1, so I put it on C tier. The movement speed is so damn good, so the mapping is so smooth. The damage is not very good in the early progressions, because you need to stack a lot of the blessing to get more damage on the build. Defenses good enough for you to for running the T7 map, even on the TX map. So C tier. So next one is a minion build. I'm not a minion player, so maybe not really suggest you to listen my opinion about the minion build. So first one is Mortal 1. Mortal 1 is buffed, but I don't know then how much the damage is buffed. Still, I think minion build only can do like C tier. So why? Because I remember few season before, Mortal 1 got a huge nerf already. Even though this season is buffed a little bit, still it's not good enough to help Mortal 1 going to like A tier or getting better in this season. The playstyle still good, but the mapping is quite slow. And most of the Mortal 1 player, I remember they only stay in the tower 45 of half of the wave, yeah, 45. But like before I said, next season the mapping will be very juicy. So C tier. Moto 2 buffed kind of low in the damage, but still the play style is so bad. The situations kind of similar with the Ben and Kaiyo 2, so I would like to put in a B tier. Huge amount of the damage, not good in the defenses, not good in the mapping, but the budget is quite fair for the next season. So B tier. Iris buffed up a little bit, so you can get a lot of the hero memory more easily. So minion here actually going to be happy about the buff. So for the Iris, I put it on a B tier, even though the damage not going to be higher than the Moto 2, but the play style and the mapping speed is better than the Moto 2 a lot, and also the defense is better than the Kaiyo 2, Ben, and also Moto 2, and the budget is also one of the problem. I think the budget on the Iris still quite high, so B tier only. But if you are some smartphone player, if you are minion enjoyer, you can try Iris, I think, or Moto 2. So overall, this is my tier list on the list started in the SS5. Maybe I will share some other strategy. I mean, what is this? The Alice passive tree. For you run very more smoothly in early progressions. If you're interested, comment on below. Maybe I will have a time to do it. Maybe I will be very busy, not sure. But one thing I will do is I will also do the progressions for the first few days, day 1, day 2, day 3 in the SS5 to see how I try to mimic my build in a 0 to the hero. This episode will be ended in a T8 map, and yep, see you guys in the next season.